Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate it if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be talking about an old, discontinued Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Chronograph. This one has the model number 26400AU.OO.A002CA.01. What all that means, it's basically a black ceramic bezel, as you would typically find on, a typical Royal Oak Offshore these days, but the case is actually made of carbon fiber, or what they call forged carbon, but we all know it's carbon fiber. Just look at the patterning on it. And it also has titanium intermediate links connecting to a black rubber strap with a titanium buckle. I'll be going over the case, dial, the bezel, crown functions, the pusher functions, as well as the movement and the strap, and I'll be giving you my thoughts as to why I think this is probably the best Royal Oak Offshore I've seen to date. And I'm disappointed to see that they don't have these anymore. All right, so anyway, starting off with the case. We have a full 44mm size case from 2 to 8 or 10 to 4, same distance. All right, 44mm. It's 14.11mm thick, so it's not going to slide under a suit cuff very easily. It'll fit under your jacket sleeve, no problem. It has water resistance of 100 meters or 330 feet below sea level, so no problem there. I wouldn't take it further than, say your backyard swimming pool, but that's up to you. Just don't go deep diving with it. All right, so taking a look at the overall construction of this case here, we have what they call a forged carbon, but what is essentially carbon fiber. Now, why is carbon fiber such a good thing? Well, for one, it's light. Two, it's actually difficult to see any sort of scratches or marring on a case like this, because as you can see, there's a very specific pattern that is only really, seen on carbon fiber molding, and honestly it's a very unique pattern, and every pattern is actually specific to each specific model of this watch. So whatever pattern you get, that's what you get. But it has a very distinct overall look, and depending on how you look at it in the light, if you're using this, if you're looking at it with both eyes and not so much through your computer screen, you can see that there's actually some sort of dimensionality, as some of these different flakes actually reflect light at different angles. So there's sort of like a three-dimensional almost look to it. But foremost, it's actually incredibly light, and that is what makes this, to me, what I think is the ultimate sports watch. All right, now taking a look at this bezel here, we have a nice brush finishing, as you would expect on the front. Nice high polish along the first bevel. Second, a nice satin brush finishing going all the way around. Those hexagonal screws, a telltale sign that this is an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. The Offshore making it such that you have a very thick rubber gasket sealing that water resistance. All right, the hexagonal screws, their slots facing in such a circular pattern that it fulfills that Gestalt visual perception principle of closure, giving you that sense that it is a full circle because of the way that the slots path around. All right, now taking a look at this dial, we have the inner bezel being the tachymeter or tachymeter, depending on your region, how you pronounce it. All right, that's for use with the chronograph hand. As you can see, it starts up and it moves very nicely, sweeps all the way across and ends right at that inner bezel, showing you units per hour, for example, if you're measuring, say, production lines and stuff like that. We have a megatapisserie pattern, a black megatapisserie pattern, no guilloche patterning here, so you're not going to get any sort of sunburst finishing on that main dial, but you do have that chaptering and the hour hands, or the index hour marks, 18 karat white gold, with the sub-counters also in black. Now those have very, very fine finishing, giving those individual sunray patterning. As you can see, I'm moving it throughout this light box, and you can see the sort of sunburst effect on those mini dials. At date aperture at the 3 o'clock, Audemars Piguet logo closer to the center there, with the small seconds at the 12 o'clock, 30-minute chronograph dial at the 9 o'clock, 12 hours at the 6. We also have luminescence on this dial here. As you can see with those Royal Oak hands, just a telltale royal oak overall look with those index hour marks. Nicely symmetrical also. Double hash mark for the 12 o'clock, shorter ones for the 3, 6, and 9. All the rest just fitting in very nicely. So this is actually a very good layout for this dial as well. Makes it very comfortable, very nice to look at in any lighting situation. All right, now let's focus here. Okay, now taking a look at the functions of this watch. Well, it is as you would expect. Simply unwind the crown at the 3 o'clock position. This allows you to wind the watch. All right, about 20 or 30 full winds is all you need to get to the full power reserve if you are at a dead stop. So nice and easy there. If you pull the crown out to the next position, you'll note that you can actually rotate the crown about halfway, clockwise rather, to advance the date forward by 1, nice and easy. If you find yourself on, say, the 30th of a month, you can just push it over once to get to the 31st, and then once the hour hand rolls around past midnight, it will easily just go on to the 1st of the next month. Nice and easy there. Pull the crown out to the final position. It does have that hacking seconds function. Thank God, I love that. All right, so that allows you to then place the minute hand precisely wherever you want to put it in relation to where the second hand is. Wait for the atomic clock to come around. You can set it and then just press the crown back in. Nice and easy. Starts up that seconds hand once more. You can wind it tightly against the case to ensure that superior water resistance. All right, now also for the offshores, we have this chronograph pusher layout, ceramic buttons with a titanium sort of crown guard system here. Nice and robust, and it just feels really good for that actuation. Nice and clicky with that vertical clutch with the column wheel, allowing for perfect start and perfect stop mechanics for that chronograph hand center mounted. You can keep it running as a large center seconds hand if you want. You don't want to use that small seconds. You got a large center seconds, and you can use this to time things for up to 12 hours at a time. So very handy if you're going for a very long meeting. Maybe you're just timing the longest filibuster in US history. Well, there you go. You have that ready at the forefront right here on your wrist. All right, you can press it again to stop it, press the bottom pusher to reset the center chronograph hand, as well as the 2 chronograph dials with the red hands as well for those. You can tell the small seconds is the small seconds because it has the white hand to match the index hour marks. Very nice and easy. Okay, so what makes all of this work? It is the, I believe, partially in-house made 3126 and the 3840 caliber manufacturer. You can see it through the case back. It has an exhibition case back. All right, so it has the chronograph, hours, minutes, and seconds with the date with the rapid setting functions there. Very, very small movement actually. That's because this is, well, partially what they sort of stacked their own chronograph movement onto a Dubois Deprat movement. All right, a company that they trust to make their movements to, make sure that it ensures that it keeps time properly. You have a self-winding mechanism, that winding rotor, all right, makes it very easy to wind the watch without even having to use the crown. Simply wearing it on your wrist will keep it wound up. Has 59 joules, 365 parts total, a diameter of only 29.92 millimeters. So it's about 3/4 the size of the case here. So basically whatever you can see in here, that's all there is. But, that's not to say that it's all doom and gloom, because it's an incredible piece of machine work, incredible engineering here, all very nicely finished, hand finished by Audemars Piguet. Altogether, this has a 50-hour power reserve, so you can set it down on a Friday evening, pick it back up on a Monday morning, ready to conduct business, no problem. No need to wind. Well, you may need to wind the watch depending on how early you set down on Friday, but no issue there. All right, so taking a look at the framing here, we have these intermediate straps to integrate this, intermediate links rather, to integrate this rubber strap. And very nice stippled texture, almost sandblasted in appearance, with a buckle loop here. Nice and easy with that AP letterform logo nicely sandblasted onto this buckle with a satin brush finishing. All right, and with that loop system, it makes it very easy to size on the fly. And speaking of which, we can actually try it on here, and I can give you my thoughts as to how it wears on the wrist. Now, given that just about anyone can wear these, well, I probably wouldn't go more than someone who has maybe, say, a 6.5-inch wrist. Anything smaller, well, this will look like a behemoth, and you probably won't be able to fit this on your wrist. Now, I'm wearing this comfortably, 7 inches again, or 18 centimeters circumference on my wrist, and I'm at the second notch, or it could be the first one, don't remember, but on my wrist, this thing is a chunker. Again, 44 millimeters. This thing is huge on my wrist, so would I wear it? Well, maybe not every day, but when I'm doing a sporting activity, this would be a very good go-to watch for me. Plenty of space under these lugs, at least on my wrist. If you have a larger wrist, you're going to run out of space underneath these lugs. So you're going to run out of that breathability of that rubber strap. But taking a look at it, let me actually make it a little bit looser to simulate a smaller wrist fitting, all right? So yeah, you'll generally get more breathability the smaller your wrist, but the larger your wrist, it will be more form-fitting because, well, you're kind of stuck with the way that these lugs point outward with these straps also going outward. You have an effective lug-to-lug distance of over 50 millimeters. So it's gonna stretch well past the wrist if you have a wrist smaller than mine, but you know, that's not really an issue because the rubber strap keeps it on your wrist. It's not gonna go anywhere. All right, so taking a look at how it reads, and just actually, I didn't even notice while I had this on my wrist how incredibly light it was now that I think about it. And I think that really attests to the construction, the carbon fiber construction, also with the titanium pin buckle, makes it incredibly light on the wrist. I can't even tell that I'm wearing anything on my wrist. The ceramic, carbon fiber, titanium, rubber, it's so incredibly light. This is the lightest watch I've ever had on my wrist with all of the functionality, the look of the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore. It just feels very good. And, you know, certainly if you want to style while you're out hiking or out swimming, this is very good to keep your weight limits down. So it just makes it so much easier to stay active. And that's something that I believe Audemars Piguet should get back into because, well, they have these in steel cases, they have them in titanium cases, ceramic cases, but they don't make these in carbon fiber cases anymore. And I'm actually kind of disappointed because I do love this carbon fiber layout. I even have a carbon fiber tripod when I do photography. And so, you know, that weight savings is a big deal, even on the wrist. Such a tiny thing like this, well, it's a 14 millimeter thick watch, not really all that tiny in comparison, but the weight savings is amazing and something that I wish that they had still. This one goes for about the mid $25,000 range. Again, discontinued, but we can still get these for you at jazztime.com. Let us know what you think about this watch. Do you think the weight savings is worth it? Because I certainly think so. I would certainly pick up one of these if I made enough money to do so, to just throw down on a watch like this. But anyway, leave us a like. Be sure to comment. Let us know what you think about this watch. And if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, visit our website at jazztime.com. Links in the description below. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.